right, gonna be tasting another Tangerine TS, this time from Bricklayer. He also mentioned that he thought it could be a yellow MOA Scotch bonnet. I don't think it is. It is mostly yellow, but there is a lot of orange blushing to it, so I'm not 100% certain that it would be yellow MOA, but I've got it labeled down as a Tangerine TS, and I'll compare it to the other one and see what it's like. Very juicy, very fruity, sweet, very much like the Tangerine TS was. Not quite the exact same flavor, it feels like, to the other one, but yeah. I'm expecting this one to be very hot, as not too long ago it was still in my top 5, so as far as heat goes, probably even as far as flavor goes, it's really good. Excuse me, a lot of parts sticking to my teeth. It's very hot. At the moment it's not unbearable, but I imagine, like the other one, it's gonna climb and get hotter. Flavor's still good. One of those lingering flavors on this one. Burn's not as stingy, but it is very hot. It's kind of sharp though. It's causing me to salivate a lot. Working on sinuses. Still getting chunks out of my teeth. The burns like all over the tongue, a little bit in the back of the throat, and in the gums. A little bit in the back of the lips. I think I prepared a lot better this time, in contrast to yesterday's pepper. So yeah, hopefully this one doesn't take me too crazy. It is very hot though. This one actually, this one might actually get back up to around the same heat as yesterday's. Like I said, though, I'm a little more prepared for it today as far as my gut goes. A little bit less nervous, but I'm expecting a lot of pain, so we'll see. It is very, very hot. Honestly, not certain what to compare it to, but it is getting warmer and warmer, and excuse me. I'm gonna go out on a limb and say it's not an MOA Scotch bonnet. Flavors were very similar to the Tangerine TS, and heat is as well. Starting to sweat. Still got a few chunks in my teeth. Still very hot in the mouth and very hot in the back of the throat. Starting to get a little confused as to where my tolerance is at. Because I've had peppers that shouldn't be too hot for me, and they've been pretty crazy. Excuse me. Pepper burps. Excuse me again. Anyways, I've had some peppers that have no business being too hot for me, and then have been, and I've had peppers that probably should feel hotter to me than those other peppers, and they just don't meet the same bar. I thought that I left a lot of those hot peppers in the dust, but some of them have been getting to me. So I'm wondering if my tolerance just has good days and bad days. I don't know how that works, but it almost seems like it. I'm just gonna keep eating what I can eat, and documenting how it feels to me at the time. We'll see how this journey, of course, this journey takes, and how I get to wherever I end up. Anyways, yeah, this is still very hot. It's lingering really good. I don't think it's going down at all, but I think at this point it has stopped climbing. This time I knew what I was getting into, so I'm not quite as taken aback by the heat, but make no mistake, it's up there. pretty close to, if not right alongside the pepper I ate last night. They're all kind of blending in together. I believe last night was chocolate Scotch bonnet, and boy, did that one throw me for a loop. This one I knew what I was getting into, so fully prepared, and expecting high heat. So it's not quite as crazy as last night's. It also doesn't have that same stingy burn. Like I had mentioned, it's a hotter burn, I think, rather than a stingier burn, if that makes sense. Excuse me for just a second. I want to get a couple of these chunks out of my teeth. That might help a little bit. Those pretty sizable chunks. I should start bringing a toothpick or something. Yeah, starting to go down at this point, I believe. Not quickly though. It is taking its sweet time, and it is burning pretty hot still. Yeah. Another very good pepper. Like I had said before with the other ones, the other Tangerine TS, I really like this, and I'll definitely be eating it again, growing it, all that. I'll probably try to grow a little bit of everything, even if it's like similar or same varieties from different people. I'd want to keep them separate just to see if there ends up being any like accidental crosses, or if maybe some of them were off pheno or something. I think that'll be fun to kind of grow and take a look at, and once they're once I kind of establish that like they're pretty much the same thing, I'll probably pick my favorite ones to grow, and just grow those. But I want to grow them out myself a few times first. I think that'll be the best way to do it. Yep, we're getting down to some lower heat. Still fairly hot. Like more than noticeable. Heat's starting to go into the chest a little bit, but not too bad. Hold on, I got another pepper chunk. Excuse that. Yeah, extremely delicious. It's a pod that I would eat fresh, even though it's like really hot. I just really like the flavor. Um, yeah. I actually don't have a whole lot else to say, so I'm mainly going to be waiting on the burn and might ramble a little bit, but we'll see about that. I feel like we're getting closer to that point where we just like start tapering off a lot faster as far as heat goes. Most of the heat right now is behind the lips and on like the tip and sides of the tongue. A little bit in the gums, but not too bad there. And then heat in the back of the throat's completely gone, as far as I can tell. Yeah, this was a lot nicer than yesterday. Excuse me. Yeah, I mean, I think we're tapering off real fast at this point. Getting down towards that like habanero level, maybe even lower than it at this point. So I'm going to go ahead and call it. Thanks for watching.